So the first card you have for your past is the Empress. So the Empress is obviously, she's a beautiful, nurturing, lovely lady. She kind of sits there lounging around on her lounge chair in the lovely garden. So she's takes care of herself, all of that kind of thing. I'm seeing that, you went through quite a few problems with someone. Might have been a relationship problem. You were really hurt by someone. It really upset you. I think at this time you're still working through all of that. And I think what you did for yourself was you just made a determined effort. You just said to yourself, I'm not going to feel like this anymore. I'm going to do the best thing for myself. And I'm just seeing that you just decided you'd nurture yourself and just take care of yourself. I'm actually seeing you going out to places like cafes, having coffee, having a nice cake or something like that, sitting around talking to a friend, just enjoying yourself, eating, drinking, relaxing with whoever this is. And just enjoying this time, not putting any pressure on yourself, not putting any stress on yourself to do anything. And you're really making an effort to do this, and you had to make an effort to do this, because I think what you normally do when you have any kind of hurt or anything like that is you kind of throw yourself into your work. And that's fine. I mean, that's a good thing to do. But I think you just realized that what you needed was self-care as well. And so that's what you decided to do. And I'm really glad you did do that. But it really took an effort for you to kind of force yourself to do that. That's what I'm seeing. And excuse my croaky voice, I'm a bit tired. I'm just going to keep going. The next card you have for your past is Judgment. So, yeah. This is what I'm seeing in this card. Yeah, so this card, it can be about moving on into a new phase of your life. It can be about forgiveness, getting over things, all of that kind of thing. I'm seeing that this was a struggle, and this was this situation I was seeing in the Empress card. This is what you were trying to move on from. I think you were trying to forgive someone, and I think you had a struggle trying to do that because you couldn't quite forgive whoever this was. And I think, obviously forgiving is a good thing. If you can do that, it can help you to move forward. But I know a lot of people will disagree with me on this, but I don't think forgiveness is necessary. I mean, of course, it is the right thing to do. It's good for you. It's good for them. It helps you to move on, helps you to feel better, all of that kind of thing. But to me personally, I think there are some things that might be, just so huge that we can't forgive, or even that we shouldn't forgive. I'm not saying we, I shouldn't really say we, I'm going to say me, because other people can forgive. There are people who can forgive just about anything. I mean, you see these horrible situations, in the news where someone's son has died or some terrible thing, someone's murdered their son or something, and they say, I forgive that person. Well, that is absolutely amazing. I mean, they're a better person than me doing that, because I personally don't think I would be able to do that. And yes, they are a better person than me. So, things like, what comes to my mind are things like horrible things that have happened in history and horrible things that people have done to other people. And yeah, I would really, really struggle to forgive those things. But anyway, this isn't about me. I'm going on and on about that. But again, I think that you found it really hard to forgive someone. I think this could actually be an ex, someone who really did hurt you, or it might be a past love connection. It might not even be someone who you were with for a long time, but it doesn't matter how long you were with someone. If they hurt you, they hurt you. I think this person might have taken advantage of you in some way. They clearly gave more than they they took more than they gave to you. I'm getting mixed up. They took more than they gave. You gave more to them. They didn't give anything to you. They actually took from you. And I think at this time you were thinking, I should be able to forgive them. Not just for them, but for me as well. I really, really want to forgive. I want to move on, but you just couldn't at this time. And, I think you really did throw yourself into your work as well as taking the time out to kind of relax and enjoy your time. You tried a lot of different things, but I don't think you could quite forgive them. You're really struggling with that. And that's fine. I mean, I just think if you can't forgive someone, even if this is something that you really, really want to do, it will happen in time. If this is something you want to do, it will happen. That's what I'm seeing. And but don't push things, don't rush things. If it's something you can't do right now, that's okay. And also, to my mind, if it's something you can never do, that's also okay. It's also okay. I mean, there are people who are kind of amazingly perfect and they can kind of forgive anyone for anything. That's not me. That might not be you. I mean, and that's absolutely fine. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. But if this is something that you want to do, and I'm seeing that it is, it will happen eventually. Just, be kind to yourself and don't push yourself. The last card you have, sorry, I'm stumbling over my words a lot because I'm trying to articulate what I'm seeing in this, and it's a very complicated, very difficult thing because I think, you're trying to forgive someone and you can't quite do that. So I hope you understood that. I hope that made sense to you. The last card you have for your past is the Knight of Wands. So yeah, I'm seeing a friend here. This might be the same friend that you're kind of relaxing with and talking to. Even though this isn't the most relaxing card, you do feel very relaxed around this person. And I think, I think you help this person, they help you as well. And this person's the complete opposite to you. They jump up and down and they do things without thinking sometimes. And I'm also seeing forgiveness in this card as well, because I think you might have had to have forgiven this person for something they said to you, because I think this person doesn't really think before they speak sometimes. That's what I'm seeing with this horse jumping up and down. They kind of say things without thinking, or they can be quite blunt. They can tell you the truth, but maybe it doesn't come out in the nicest way. So I think they might have said something to you in the past that really upset you, but then you turned around and you decided that you would forgive this person. Because the difference I'm seeing here is this person who's your friend, you forgave them because their intentions behind what they did or what they said were actually good intentions. They didn't mean to hurt you. They weren't cruel. They weren't calculating. They cared about you. They said something quite blunt to you, but they did it because they cared about you. And maybe the delivery wasn't fantastic, but they really did love you and care for you. And I think you could see the difference in that. You could see the difference between this person and the person in the Judgment card, who you still maybe right to this day could not forgive, but you could forgive this person in the Knight of Wands. That's what I'm seeing because of the intention behind this. The first card you have for your present is the Six of Pentacles. So yes, again, this person's coming up in the Judgment card. This person who took from you, didn't give to you, really hurt you, all of that. This card's about give and take and things being unfair. So obviously this situation was really unfair and you couldn't forgive this person. And I think you might have had a few people in your life like this, actually, in relationships especially. And I think a lot of people in your life have tried to take more than they gave to you. I'm actually seeing that this could even be a pattern with you. And you're really strong in a lot of ways, especially in your workplace. But you do have a pattern in love of falling for the wrong kind of person and not really seeing it when it happens to you. Sometimes you just feel so in love with someone and you get these amazing feelings and they take over your brain sometimes, and people can be really horrible. They can be doing awful things to you and you just don't see it. So what I'm seeing here is that this is where this really blunt person can come in and help you, this person in the Knight of Wands. When you start off in a relationship with someone from now on, if you do that, it might be a good idea to actually speak to this person in the Knight of Wands, because they're going to be blunt. They're not going to say the pretty, lovely thing, but they're going to say the truth, and they're going to say it as it is. They're going to just tell you straight. This person is not someone who you can trust because they're this and that. This other person you can trust. They're like this and that. And so I think because you are blinded quite often by your feelings and your judgment isn't that great, don't be angry. That's what I'm seeing when it comes to some of these people in love. Use this person in the Knight of Wands as someone who can judge these people for you and tell you who you can and can't trust. That's what I'm seeing. I don't mean use them in a bad way, but they want to help you. I'm seeing mutual help in them as well, in this person in the Knight of Wands. I'm seeing you helping them helping you. So they want to help you. So ask them next time you go into a relationship, say to them, look, what do you think about this person? Maybe I should introduce them to you. Maybe go out to dinner, go out to lunch or something and invite both of them together. That might be a good idea as well. So the next card you have for your present is, excuse me, the King of Cups. So yes, I'm still seeing you, excuse me, using what happened to you, whatever this is, this person who you couldn't forgive. I think you might be using this bad situation in your favor in some way, and it might be in a creative way. I don't know if this is going to make sense, but I'm going to try and tell you what I'm seeing. You might be using this because I'm seeing you're doing this project, and I see this in your readings all the time. You're doing this kind of writing project. You might use the situation to create some kind of scenario or some kind of, what can I say, some kind of example where you can help people in this writing as an example of what to do and what not to do or something like that. I hope that makes sense, because I think this writing project is about helping people, and you might do something like, you might say, for an example, this is how you can help yourself is, I was in this situation, this happened and that happened, and I resolved it by doing this. You might use that in that way, your own personal experience in your writing. So this is about taking a bad thing and making something good out of that. That's what I'm seeing. The other thing I'm seeing in this King of Cups is, because the King of Cups can be a little bit shady sometimes, so I'm seeing there might be a warning around this. And again, I think I might have seen this before in your readings, but I'll say it again, because if it's a warning, it needs to be said, even if I've said it before. Someone might be trying to get you to sign up to something with this writing or this project or whatever this is. They might be getting you to sign up some kind of contract, some kind of partnership or something like that. And I think you're better off being independent. I don't think it would be a good idea for you to actually sign up this thing. I can't see any real benefits to you doing this if this comes along and this resonates and you see this come along. And I think it also might lock you into something that wouldn't be good for you. The biggest thing I'm seeing, the biggest warning sign I'm seeing around this is someone who might be a little bit pushy. They might come to you and they might say, oh, sign this, it's fantastic, it's the best thing ever, please do this, all of that kind of thing. I don't want to make you feel paranoid, but if you do see a pushy person trying to ask you to do things, sign up to this, do that, you'll know them when you see them. So when this comes along, don't sign up to this thing. Now, there might be something down the line on this project or whatever this is that you might be able to sign, but at this time, say no to whatever this is, especially if you see a pushy person coming along. The last card you have for your present is the Emperor. So yeah, again, rely on yourself like the Emperor. Push forward, rely on yourself. You don't need to rely on any of these things that are asking you to sign up. And I think it would be a bad thing for you if you do, because you might lose control of things. The Emperor is all about being in control of yourself, being in control of this project. It's your thing. It's in your heart. You love this. It's important to you. You need to be in control of what you're doing around this. And yeah, so again, same thing. Don't sign this thing. Be in control of it and be in control of yourself. That's what I'm seeing in that Emperor. So the first card you have for your future is the Page of Swords. So yeah, again, hold up your sword like this page to anyone you see trying to push any kind of contract or partnership to you at this time, especially this pushy person. Push back with your sword against any kind of pushy person. And I'm also seeing a message might come to you, because pages can be about messages sometimes. I'm seeing there might be an email coming to you. It might be coming from someone who you might have worked with before, or maybe they might be even around your work now. I am seeing a work connection with this. That's how they know you. And yeah, there's a message coming to you. It's an email, and this is going to happen very slowly. I'm seeing that this is someone who's starting up a kind of a friendship with you again. I think they're going to be interested in a relationship with you, but this is going to develop really, really slowly. They're going to start emailing, they're going to talk to you. It's going to start off as a kind of a work question, a work kind of conversation, and then they're going to get into more kind of chat about other stuff, and then they're going to get into kind of, oh, can I text you about this? And then they're going to get your text, and then they're going to kind of ask you out that way. So don't be creeped out. Don't feel like this is creepy. This is not a creepy person. This is a nice person who's interested in you. And they're very sensitive as well. I'm seeing this is a sensitive person, not in a bad way. They're not going to start crying over little things or anything like that. They're sensitive toward other people's feelings and other people's moods, and they can really read other people's moods. So they're going to take a lot of cues from you. If they feel that you're a bit uncomfortable, they're going to hold back on this. So this is happening really, really slowly. And I can't see any problems around this person at all. I think they're going to be really good for you, actually, if this happens. But again, take your time on this. If this is someone who you're going to be interested in, not because I see anything wrong with them, but because of your kind of track record. I hate to say it, but that's what I'm seeing, this bad track record. And again, if you do start actually really dating them or seeing them properly, introduce them to this friend in the Knight of Wands, and this person will set you straight if there's anything wrong with them. But I can't see anything wrong with this person. The next card you have for your future is the Six of Cups. So yeah, this person in the Page of Swords might actually have children from a previous relationship or something like that. But I'm not seeing any drama coming from that. I'm not seeing any problems. They don't have any kind of exes that are mothers or fathers of these children that are going to cause any problems for you or anyone else. They have quite a drama-free life, actually. It's very peaceful. I see a lot of peace when I look at this card. And I'm getting this feeling of you being really comfortable around this person. And you're going to get this feeling that you've known them for a lot longer than you actually have known them. It's this kind of really nice feeling of, sometimes when you meet someone and you just click with them and you feel like you've known them forever, even though you haven't. It's that kind of really nice feeling around this. I'm seeing kindness around this, all sorts of very, very positive things. So I think this person's going to really build up your trust very slowly. They're going to work really hard to do that. And I think that's exactly what you need after these kind of people you've had in your life. So yeah, this is really positive. This is really, really nice. The last card you have for your future is the Seven of Cups. So yes, this card is like the opposite of the Six of Cups. This is all about illusions, delusions, difficult decisions, things like that. And I think, you're going to want to take things as slowly as you can with this new person in the Page of Swords and the Six of Cups. You're going to want to take things slowly because of these past relationship experiences that you've had where you kind of didn't know where you were with someone, you were hurt, you were probably lied to, and all of these kinds of things. You might have even been around someone with addiction problems. Maybe that was the case. And, I'm just seeing you saying, no way, no way. You are not going to let yourself go through any of that kind of thing with anyone again. And I'm really glad that you're determined to break this pattern. And this is another kind of type of self-care that you're giving yourself. You're doing that right at the beginning, giving yourself this self-care to get over this old situation. And you're doing it again here, right at the end. You're giving yourself this self-care by protecting yourself, taking care of yourself, putting up a barrier between you and anyone that's going to come along that isn't right for you. That's what I'm seeing.